Good golly, Miss Molly. Everybody jumped in here early. It wasn't even 9:30 yet. Well, hello, Lisa. Hello, Jennifer and Velvet. Y'all jumped in here early. My, oh, my. Y'all early. Okay. Is everybody hearing me okay? Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Hello, hello. So everybody just jumped on to say hi, and then they all left. Wow. Alrighty then. Y'all got at 9 o'clock, 9:13, and 9:14. I guess Lisa doesn't know what the time it is. Or she's in a different time zone. That could be. Wah, 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 wah. I'll just leave it on. Maybe Ken will show up early too. We shall see. In the meantime, I'll refresh everybody's memory about how we actually have our own merch on YouTube now. There's actually two different merch stores. There's the one up at the top in the description is the older one I did. And the new one's at the very bottom of the description. So anybody watching now can tell the difference. I'm not sure what the price difference is, though. I haven't bothered to check. It should be pretty close to the same. But there is supposed to be a sale coming up. I think it's August 6th through the 9th, something like that. I have to check on that. I think there's a 20% discount, which is a good savings. And everybody left. Wow. 3 people here and they left because they can't tell the time. Go figure. My goodness. That's terrible. People can't tell the right time. I guess I should have shaved tonight. That's nothing unusual either. So we had Lisa, Jennifer, and Velvet here. And I guess they all left. That's odd. Well, maybe they'll be back. We shall see. I'll put it down here that we're live early. Maybe they can read the text. We'll see. I don't know if any of the granddaughters will show up tonight or not. We'll see. They were invited, all of them. Trini says she's working, but she would try to get on. Caitlin's working and will try to get on. So we might actually go past the 10:30 mark from 9:30 to 10:30, and we may go to 11 or so. Who knows? We'll see. Depends on how people show. If people show up, we'll stay. Like to get a bunch of people on for a change would be nice. Oh, I'm tired tonight for some reason. I don't know why, but I am. I've been taking it easy most of the day. And Miss Minnie, if you're watching this, we sure would love to see you come by again once in a while. Was it something I said? Maybe it's something I didn't say. I don't know. I think she abandoned us. She abandoned us. Minnie, why would you abandon us? My goodness. Don't make me do another song about you. There's always that possibility. I might. Oh, wow. We can zoom out more. How about that? Oh, that didn't work out very well. Let's try that. That ain't working. Up and down, up and oh, I see. You gotta be zoomed in for that to work. I see. Okay. Well, I don't know if anyone else is coming. I did text Recon. I sent him an email and I sent one to Ken. Hopefully they'll get it and see it in time. The last time Ken got his, like the next day, I think he said. But we'll see. We have somebody else here now. I'm not sure who that is. Welcome, whoever you may be. I did text Wesley and everyone. There's Ken. Finally. Ken finally shows up. My goodness. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. I don't know if Jenny and Velvet left or not. I think because I wasn't on earlier. I did send a notice for 9:30. I guess everybody thought it was 9 o'clock for some reason. No idea why. But I did say 9:30. Ken, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since I've seen you on. You live stream skipper, you? I even texted Recon tonight. He gave me his phone number to text him. One night you don't do overnight. I must have got the night you don't do overnight tonight, huh? I see, Lisa. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to remember that. I did do a live during the day. It wasn't too awful long ago. Ken might remember. I don't remember, but it's been a number of weeks ago. Maybe it was a month ago. We did a live during the day. And actually, we did have 3 or 4 people show up for it, surprisingly. You do overnight all next week? Okay. I guess you have to text Jennifer and Velvet and tell them that we're on live already. Although they should be back over in a couple of minutes anyway, I would think. I was piddling with my guitar before you guys came on. I'm gonna play a little name that tune. Anybody know that song? The fryers blew up today. Oh joy. That must have been a mess. Hope you didn't get burned. You don't know that song, Ken? Really? I can't believe you don't know that song. Really? Hey, Doc, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. We was kind of playing a little name that tune just for the fun of it while we were waiting for people to come on. I bet Doc knows this song. That's the intro. It was cold oil. Well, that's good. Y'all got lucky. I guess you don't know the song Brown Eyed Girl, huh, Ken? Maybe you recognize it since I told you what it was. No? You still don't know that song? Everybody knows Brown Eyed Girl, I thought, anyway. Doc, how you feeling tonight, buddy? Yeah, Doc knows the song. I figured he did. Everybody knows that song, I bet. Anybody care to guess what that one was? We're just kind of doing the intros. If I told you who sang it, I would probably just give it away. There's Jennifer. Jenny can't answer because she hears me play this stuff all the time. It's not fair. Jenny, I told you couldn't answer. You already know them all. How about the one I just played? I can't believe if nobody knows that one. Even Ken and I know that one. Oh, I did it wrong. I missed a couple notes on that one. Whoop. I don't play it very often. Well, I was trying to give them a chance, but it's because you hear me play way more than they do. Yeah, that one was a bomba. That one was actually turn the page, beginning of it, in case nobody knew. The Joker. Hi, Ezra. Hi, Ezra. Of course, most of the stuff I know is all older stuff. You guys probably don't know a lot of it. I guess my music guessing game's not going well. Are we headache free tonight, Doc? I hope. Recon may even show up since I did send him a text on his phone. We'll see. Unless he's still working his second shift, but I don't know if he works on Sundays or not. I don't remember. I would think that he wouldn't, but we'll see. I guess somebody didn't like my music. So Ken, how you doing, buddy? I guess you got my message okay today. Maybe he left already too. I don't know. Trinity said she may be here, and so might Caitlin. Like I said before, for those of you that just came on, we shall see. Wesley and Chrisanna, I have no idea if they'll come on or not. I didn't get an answer from them. A lot of people we haven't seen in quite a while. Even Minnie, haven't seen Minnie in a while. Long time, really. Brad, haven't seen him in a long time. You're okay, Ken? That's good. Been bored out of your mind with me not doing lives all the time now, Ken? I went on somebody's live this last week. Who was that? Well, actually, I went on two different lives for a very short time. AR Platinums had one, and Jonas Gatto, the one with the cat, Moochie. He had a live, and I went to that one too. For a very short time, though. They had tons of people. AR Platinum had an ungodly amount of people. 400 or 500 people on his live. Unbelievable. And Jonas Gatto and his right hand guy there, his son. I think they had quite a few. They had way more than I ever had. Like they had about 50, 45 or 50, something like that. That's a great live, 45, 50 people at once. That's really good. You was at both of them? I left one or two comments, but I guess you didn't see them. Maybe you weren't paying attention. Did you see the comment I left AR Platinum? He kind of ticked me off when he did his own advertising and stuff. A really long ad that he did. Told him I was leaving. He said, bye. But I didn't. I went back. Well, I watched more of his videos. I think I went by the other guy here in Florida too. One of his lives briefly. Um, Get rich or die scratching or something like that. Oh, Gatto had more people. He probably did get more. I wasn't on there very long. Yeah, Platinum I knew had hundreds of people, hundreds. If memory serves, it was like, I mean, 300 or 400 or so, something like that. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, but he gets it all back. He gets it all back. He said what he spends in a month, he gets back in a week. Every bit of it. The rest of the month, the other 3 weeks or whatever, is all profit. He makes a living doing that channel. A good living, a really good living. He probably makes 40, 50,000 a month, maybe more. That's a lot because he gets excuse me, he's got a lot of members that donate a lot of money. He gets private donations in the hundreds. He's got people. He's got a ton of people on Patreon and the members channel on his channel, and those are different tiers. So he may have some bigger tiers. I haven't looked at what the tiers were yet, but I know he's got a lot of them. I was on one of the art sites not too long ago. It was this week. Andrew Tesla, who's like really, really good. He's better than I am, as far as I'm concerned. And he had hundreds of people on there too. In fact, he's got way more subscribers than even AR does. He's got hundreds of thousands of people, I think. In his views, he gets like when he does a painting, he gets thousands of views on every single painting. Thousands. No, AR gets more than $1 a month. He has Patreon different levels and his membership are different levels. But I even got Brad on here lately. Even it's been quite a while since I've seen Brad. I ain't talked to Brad in a long time. I did try to call him once or twice, but he was never answered. Must have been busy. He's usually a pretty busy fellow anyway, doing different things. I did post another painting. I don't know if you saw it, Ken, but nobody really watched it by more than about 2.5 minutes. That's it behind me. I'm actually going to add a little bit more snow to it when it dries a little bit. Some more white snow. So, Lisa, you going back to work tomorrow during the day to help clean up the mess more? Or did y'all get all that grease cleaned up already? I guess Doc left us already. Did you leave yet, Doc? Oh, Brad was in AR Live? Huh. I didn't see him there. I looked for him, but I didn't see him. Yep, peanut oil is expensive, no doubt about it. Oh, there's Doc. He's still there. Okay. Yeah, most restaurants use peanut oil, and it's pretty pricey now. Of course, it always has been pretty expensive stuff, but if you want quality fried food, you need to use peanut oil. Doc, you must be sweating like crazy in this heat. From what I hear, it's hot up in your area too. Did you give a super chat? That doesn't surprise me. AR and Brad are pretty good friends, I guess. I know they talk on the phone. Surprisingly, Doc, it's been a little bit cooler here than a lot of the northern states. I mean, it gets hot enough here, that's for sure. But I mean, there's been a few days that were cooler, which was surprising. I think that's everywhere, Lisa. I think people are barely making it everywhere. The economy is so bad right now. Gas prices up higher. They've gone down some, but still they're up a lot higher than they were. Of course, when gas price goes up, uh, petroleum uh, petroleum's up, oil's up, gas for your gas stoves goes up. Everything goes up. Anything made with oil is going to go up. Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Jim up there in New Hampshire the other day, and it was actually hotter up there the day I was talking to him, which is it's been about 4 or 5 days. It was actually hotter up there in New Hampshire and Vermont than it was in Florida, which is surprising. I think we're still around 410 here, I believe. I think my daughter Nancy found some somewhere. Where was it? She went to one gas station that was just a little bit under $4 a gallon. But it was like 30 miles from here, though. It was almost $5 a gallon here for a while. Some areas of the countries were way more than that. I think California was up to like $6, $7 a gallon. Electric bike. Well, at least you don't have to worry about buying gas anyway. I mean, strangely, when I filled up my Harley, the gas had gone up. It was almost $30 just to fill up a motorcycle. Outrageous. I think he owns the business, Ken. Well, a moped, they get really good mileage. I mean, some of them mopeds get 70 miles a gallon. My Harley, believe it or not, gets 35, 40 miles a gallon. I got a big Harley too. That's the 103, which is like about 1700, but it gets good mileage. Yeah, I saw that on the news too, Ken. That wildfire. They get a lot of fires in California. Why would they bust you for driving a moped? Especially if you're in town. I mean, you can't go that fast anyway. The mopeds will go fast enough for in town. It's illegal. If you can register it, should be able to drive it. Now the highways are different. Highways, that you have to be supposed to be able to do the speed limit. It's in the house. I brought out a cold drink instead tonight. It was already warm out here in the studio, so I figured I'd get something cool. And it's already getting warm. Have you been real busy this year, Doc? Or with this economy the way it is it slowed down some? I know it happens to a lot of builders down here. When the economy goes down, it slows down. Well, I guess you could always go there with a gas can and just fill up a gas can. They got to let you do that. There's Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing, sweetie? This time your vehicle ran out of gas, you got to get gas for your gas in your gas can. That's what I'd do. I'd just bring the gas can in and say, my car's out of gas. I have to get gas. Always the way to do it. Your mom and Velvet here too, Caitlin. And Ken and Doc. I can't imagine them not letting you fill up a gas can if you all you can do is just say your vehicle ran out of gas or something. Or you need it for your lawnmower. They can't stop you for that. Then just bring it home and pour it in your moped. That'll last quite a while. There's Tracy. What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Tracy's my favorite guy to pick on Facebook. I think he's being a bit more careful about what he posts now because he knows I'm going to say something. So, how long does your electric bike last on a full charge? Well, put it this way: how far is work, and how many days can you go back and forth to work on one charge? Or do you have to charge it on before you go there or when you come home? I'm sure you don't, Tracy. You learned to expect it, haven't you? I'm sure you expect me to say something. 8 miles depends on which way you take. Well, it's not bad. 2 days on a charge. Of course, I'd still charge it every day if I could, but that's just me. Just to make sure. I don't want to push it. Some things never change, right, Tracy? Yeah, we've been at each other for many, many, many years, Tracy and I. I used to have a chat place many, many years ago, and Tracy was one of my admins. So he was used to me. Sidewalks. I would think that it would be illegal to ride them on the sidewalk, but then it's electric bikes, so I guess it should be legal. But some places make you ride your bikes in the road, not the sidewalks. 'Cause I know there's places that's illegal to ride on the sidewalk, even a bicycle. Even if you're pedaling, they want you to ride in the road. That's a fact, Tracy. Hey, I don't want to hear it. You dish it out just as much as I do sometimes. Hey, Wesley, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Is Christina around, Wesley? Is she coming on too? Did you print those pictures out I gave you, Wesley? I'm thinking about re-editing them pictures, and as I noticed they were kind of light in color, I think I'm going to grayscale them and then give them a little more contrast or something, or darken them up so you can see the ink on them better. If I do, I'll send you a copy of them. I want to improve them if possible. There you go, Tracy. Yeah, some people have bicycle lanes. Yeah, exactly. Wesley, listen carefully now. I wanted to tell you something because I want you to have tell Christina or you, Chrisana, or you to check your bank because you two both donated $20 not too long ago. I'm sure you remember that. I think one of them didn't come through. I think it was Chrisana's. I'm pretty sure it was. So check your bank and make sure they didn't charge you for it because I didn't get it. I want you to know that. Her chats aren't going through. That's weird. Is she on here and just not? It's just she can't chat. Somebody else had that problem once, and they had to do something. Oh, Ariana did. She had to actually uninstall YouTube and reinstall it, and then I think it worked after that. If you're there, Christina, and you can hear me, hello, how are you doing? I see what you mean. Okay. Well, tell her to check with her bank though. Just I don't want her getting charged for something that she shouldn't have been charged for. I think it's try logging off and then log back in. That might work too. So who we got on? We got Ken, we got Doc, Tracy, Jennifer, Velvet, Caitlin, and Lisa. Oh, it should have 7 people on. It's my fault? Nah, probably not. But I just want them to check, make sure. I don't want them to get ripped off. I broke it. There's a few times I like to break it, but I didn't break it yet. But it's possible. Most of the time, I think Ken does something to break stuff. Yeah, it shows 6 right now. Yeah. And I think what happens though is I've mentioned this before. It shows 6 because 6 people are typing. I think you'll find that if somebody doesn't type for a while, it doesn't show that person up there for some reason. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But see, it's showing 7 now. So it's kind of flaky. Probably something that Tracy did because Tracy's a disaster waiting to happen. And he came on and then, see, it went back down to 6 again. And he's trying to pass the buck on to me that it's my fault when it was probably his. Well, there's Ken, Doc, Tracy, Wesley, Lisa, Velvet, Jennifer, and Caitlin. There should be 8, unless a couple people logged off. I'm not sure if it did or not. Velvet may have logged off. I'm not sure. Caitlin, are you still here? Now it's showing 5. Tracy probably scared him. Yeah, I'm showing 5 now too. You scared him. I agree, Ken. I think it's probably Tracy's too. Showing 6 again now. But see, Ken just typed and it went from 5 to 6. And he hasn't typed in a while. So that I might be right. It might be that it counts off people that are typing. Weird. Oh, Tracy's gonna blame Jennifer now. Boy, Tracy is just full of blame tonight, isn't he? That's the way he is. Been that way for 20 years. Have I known you 20 years, Tracy? Has it been that long? I think it has been. Maybe longer. Well, we played Quake together. So, yeah, it could very well be over 20 years. 22, 23 years. Bill Russell today. Who is Bill Russell? I don't even know who Bill Russell is. Should I know him? You're not scared, Tracy? Everybody else is. When everybody sees your picture, they're scared. Oh, basketball player. He died today. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's been at least 20, probably more like 23 or 24, Tracy. Long time. I'll give you this, Tracy. At least you've been a loyal friend for a long, long time. I appreciate that. Emergency message I just got. Monkeypox state of emergency declared in the United States. Wow. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Won 11 championships, huh? Wow. That's good. I don't know if is Jennifer still here. I would think she would be. And Velvet. Speak up, people. Are you here? Caitlin, are you here? Yeah, I've been around for a long time, Tracy, but you've been around since Moses crossed the Red Sea. You helped give him directions. So I'm told. Yeah, they were here. Send them a message on Facebook and tell them you're still here trying to talk to them and they're not here. They're probably chasing Ezra around the house. I heard a lot of noise there a minute ago. It's like a stampede of elephants. Played for Boston's in the 60s. I've never been a baseball fan. I mean, basketball fan. Watched some baseball, not a whole lot, but some. That's a possibility, Tracy. But I'm pretty sure that you were the cause of the Big Bang Theory, which made the Earth. Oh, you're still here, Wesley? Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, Christina's here too, but it's not seeing her on the account yet. It's back up to 5 now. Wesley just typed something, so it went back up. But Christina's here too, so there's really more. Did she try to log off, Wesley, and try to log back on? Like I said, she might have to actually uninstall YouTube. But you got to remember, you have to go to the Google circle on your phone where it's got all the little apps in it and uninstall it from there too, or delete it from there, then re-download YouTube. I did that once before. I had a problem with YouTube. I uninstalled it, the link I already had, and it still did the same thing. I couldn't figure it out. Then finally, it dawned on me that the main one was also in the Google circle with all the other apps for Google. So there's actually multiple icons for YouTube that had to be deleted. Once I did that, then downloaded it, and then it worked. Oh, Caitlin is here. She's making food. That sounds good. I haven't had supper yet. It did a second ago. It did say 7. Yeah, Wesley, a couple of them pictures I sent you from your dad, I think it would be kind of neat to paint them. Be a good thing for you to do. You could paint them because he intended to at one point. He was going to paint them. Then you could say I got a painting that was done by me and my dad. You say he drew it and I painted it. Guys, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Well, I just went outside because that's what I was hearing. I heard this in the camper. I heard the patter of little feet running around and somebody running around after them. And I'm assuming Jennifer's chasing a little boy around. My grandson. So, what did you think of that idea, Wesley, of painting your dad's picture? You think? I think that's a good idea, don't you? You can get some cheap acrylic paints and do it. Just when you get done with it, just varnish it. You're not back. You haven't been back in a long time, Tracy. A long time. Back when they had the PS3, I really wanted to get one, but your grandmother said no, Caitlin. She wanted. That's back when she wanted the not the Xbox, the GameCube or something, or the Nintendo, and the Wii, Nintendo, yeah, the Wii 2 or whatever they call it. She wanted that. But I never got one. I just thought the graphics were a lot better than the Xbox and better than Nintendo. I just thought they were way better. So I kind of wanted to get one back then. It might have been back when they had the PS2 even. You got the Nintendo 64? You got a lot of games for it, Wesley? Wesley, remember your father had the really old Nintendo. That wasn't the 64, was it? No, that was just a plain Nintendo. It had the old games with the bigger cartridges you push in, and you push it down to lock them in. Had the old Kung Fu game and the old Zelda, the original Zelda, and all that stuff. I remember he got that somewhere. We bought that same one when it first came out. I mean, talking about a long time ago. And back then it was really expensive. It was like $360. You got Quake 2 for your Nintendo? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think you could paint. I don't have a doubt at all that you could paint. I'm sure you could do a good job painting it. If you haven't painted before, I would do some practicing stuff first. Or, of course, you can copy that anyway. You can print however many you want, but um, you could print it out on a higher bond paper or copy it on a higher bond paper. Well, you should remember Quake, Tracy. That's where you met me playing Quake. Nah, that didn't take too long to beat that one. Of course, I preferred the online version better. Of course, I liked Rail Wars. Wesley and Chris decided to take me on once. Ha ha ha. Once or twice. Oh, Atari? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had an Atari. But it seems like the only games I had back then was like Space Invaders and the little rocket with the asteroids. That's what it was, asteroids. And I think maybe Defender, one called Defender. Yeah, back when we played on M Player, my God, the Quake 2 was huge, huge then. I remember playing all just about all night long, many times. There was a bunch of us that used to they make a room which they could set up to do their own server right there on M Player. It was called All Night Quake or something like that. And it literally was about all night. This is me and a guy named Monkey and Saxon and a lady named Eve, D Sanson, um, how to remember all them names back then. Nimmy, Nemeth, Low, Bandit, Monkey. A bunch of us played every night. I mean, every night we played. I had to make myself get off at a reasonable time most of the time. On the weekends, sometimes I'd be up pretty late. Yeah, some guy named Devil Eeyore, the bum. I tell you what, that guy was. I think he was a homeless guy and he stole somebody's game and plugged it in somewhere around the corner. Or he went into the stores and played the demos. That sounds like something Tracy would do. He'd go into the stores and just play the demo games while they were online with their internet for free. That's about right for Tracy. Now, as I remember correctly, he never could beat me because he was a wimp. You couldn't beat me if you tried. I could beat you with my eyes closed. Especially Rail Wars. Pitiful. No, no, I don't think you always beat me. You had a better chance of beating me playing all weapons, but not Rail Wars. Took me a while to get used to all weapons. Do you remember that the guy Sin, AOH Sin? That devil guy sucks so bad. When we picked teams, everybody pretended he wasn't there. They go, not him. Holy shit. That's like asking a midget to play basketball. The devil was the guy hiding somewhere, tossing grenades out at you or something. Oh, camper. I miss playing it back then, though. I do. I really do. I miss M Player. M Player was great. I do miss M Player. I love the fact they had you can make your own room, make your own server, and play. You could lock your room, just send a password to whoever you wanted to come in there. It was great. when we had to move from M Player to what is it, Planet Side or wherever it was. I can't remember the name of the place anymore. Um, it really, it was terrible. We had to get our own servers then and pay for them, and what a bunch of crap that was. I like to have the money back I paid for servers. That was Bandit, Tracy. Actually, was it Bandit? No, it was a little Chinese guy, a Japanese guy. What's his name? Momo. Momo. Remember Momo? That guy there was a grenade freak. We played all weapons, and that little son of a gun was like really good with grenades. I mean, he played with grenades more than anything else. I remember people used to cuss him wicked because he'd kill them. You were staff on live? Well, they did get desperate, didn't they? Yo yo. I was staff on the other place, that Planet, whatever the hell it was, or the other place we went to, or what's the name of that damn place? The place everybody went from the other place. I was staff there too. I was a wizard. I gave away computers on that place. Hosted the games. GameSpy. That's what I'm thinking of. GameSpy. God, I couldn't remember that place. It's been so long I couldn't remember the name of the place. GameSpy. See me, play me. Yeah, I went there too once. That didn't last very long. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, Ken, back then. It was a lot of fun. What was great was it didn't cost nothing. It was free to play. You could play all night if you wanted to. Fast paced game. It wasn't a real computer lagger. It didn't lag your computer to death or anything else. Yeah, GameSpy, I was staff on GameSpy. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just that you had to make your own. You had to do your own servers. I had a bunch of servers at one time there on GameSpy. I rented them out. I got a box, a server box, and I made servers and rented them out to FMA and a couple other clans and whatnot, and had several of my own. I could have had about 8 or 10 of them if I wanted them, but wasn't no point in it. Well, I guess Recon didn't get my dang message unless he's working late. Yeah, that GCG place, that place sucked bad. I know, it was terrible. I own GCG, you dork. You should remember that. I spent a lot of money on that damn place. Holy crap. Especially when we got the spades and the chess game and backgammon and Yahtzee and whatever else it was I got on there. Cribbage. That spades game alone I had done was almost $3,000. And then that other place tried to steal it. what was that place called? Kashmir. They tried to steal it. I had to get a lawyer and threaten to sue their ass before they took it down because I had it copyrighted. And I actually reported them to the copyright officials. Guy tried to write me an email denying it and all kinds of crap. I had all kinds of proof. We had tons of screenshots. Yeah, Don was a lunkhead. So was Jay. I wouldn't be surprised if that Paradise Place was still up and running. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. She tried to talk me into sharing the actual code for GCG with her, and I told her stick it. But I actually bought the code from the guy that owned FPath. I bought a copy of the code. That's how we put the icons in and all that stuff, and made improvements on it. Because I actually bought the code. Couldn't legally sell it, but I could use it for whatever I wanted to and make improvements to it. And in fact, the guy that owned it, Steve Blevins or whatever his name was, he tried to force me to give him a copy of the improvements that I did on the code. I told him to kiss my ass. Ain't gonna happen. I said, there ain't no way I'm giving you a copy of the code that I paid to have improvements done so you can sell it. You can shove it. He threatened me all kinds of stuff. I said, I don't give a damn. You threaten me all you want to. You didn't pay for the improvements. I did. Piss off. Because I had done things with that he couldn't do. Like we put spades in it and all that stuff for the tournaments and all that stuff. He wanted the copies of it. No, it's been down for a long time. Yeah, I imagine. I mean, Seven had a problem with um, working with GCG as it was. I mean, he had that little area you had to go by. Well, yeah, it was the same software, just that I tailored mine differently. And then I paid a programmer to fix a lot of the problems with it that Paradise never did. Yeah, basically, it was the same kind of a format, but I paid to have the icons put in, emicons, and the mojos and all that stuff. And you remember all the stuff I did to it. I did a lot of stuff that was different. It's basically the same. But like I said, I bought the code, and we had revamped the code a lot to make it a lot better. Which, like I said, Don tried to buy a copy of it from me. I wouldn't do it. So who's here now? Who's here now? The little roll call. Wesley, you still here? I think Doc's probably gone. Lisa, you here? Or is it just me, Ken, and Tracy? Are we the only three that's here now? Well, I see four up there on the top, but Caitlin gone? Actually, been up for an hour and 15 minutes right now. I didn't see Wesley say goodbye or anything, so I don't know if he may have just logged off and not say goodbye or not. Wesley, you still here? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Jay's was too. Yeah, yeah, 4. You're there. Ken's here. I'm here, and I don't see anybody else. There was a 4. It was showing 4. I don't know who the fourth person was. Wesley must have left, and Chrisanna must have left. Evidently, she couldn't chat for some reason. I don't know why. I was expecting some of my other grandkids to show up, but they didn't. I guess Lisa must have logged off too. I'm gonna have to tell them guys they have to start saying goodbye. God, it's not hard to say goodbye. Thrash them all. My goodness. Yep, 3 now. Me, you, and Ken, most likely. Oh, Lisa is still here. Boss called, huh? He wants you to work early tomorrow, don't he? Got me a snack. See how they are, Lisa? They all left us without even saying goodbye. Terrible, ain't it? Not even Jennifer or Velvet said goodbye. Wow. Isn't that terrible? How rude. Yeah, he wants you in there early to put new grease in them fryers. I'm sure I am. I'm sure I am lagging. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. I didn't even check tonight to see what my ping was or anything. It shouldn't be too bad though. If I'm lagging, Tracy put his fat foot down on the internet. That's what's doing it. No, I'm not lagging. Heck no. Well, my download speed is like, oh, way up there. 17.37 megabits per second. Nah, she ain't upset with you. She's chasing that little boy around. He's been driving everybody nuts. I know you're here, Lisa. Upload is 4.83, almost 5 megabits per second upload. I shouldn't be lagging really at all. If so, very little. Something crazy happened? What happened? Good night, Ken. Thanks a lot for coming, buddy. Have a good night, bud. Chopped liver, yeah. I know, right? I mean, I'm Jennifer's father. Caitlin's my granddaughter. and they don't even say good night. Wow. Oh, you don't want to touch the liver? I don't know why. That's no big deal. It's just meat. Don't be a wimp. It's just meat. I could be lagging still. I don't know. I mean, my connection says it's good. It's really good. But you know how this wireless Wi-Fi bullshit is. It's crap. So you never know. Oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, Tracy, Lisa, Ken's gone, so I think we're it. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. It's been a minute, 1 hour and 22 minutes. So I think we might as well shut it down. So you guys have a good night, Tracy, Lisa. I appreciate both of you coming tonight. Y'all stay safe, and y'all have a good night. Okay, take care. Have a good night. We'll catch you the next time. Bye bye.